Hello, I am Aerial Flood Advisory, and welcome to Sirens in Kitty City. This will be probably a shorter recording session than I usually do, because I don't have many goals this time around, but there's one big one. Get 270k so I can get this, more land so I can get this, and hopefully solve this. It is suspiciously not bad looking right now, but that's because it's almost nighttime. We're also not running this on the fast speeds. Yeah, that's still quite a bit of a mess, so if we get another path up there, that should solve that. Down here is pretty much built up. I have this spot up here, but I think I'm gonna go work on this area first. My general plan is this: do high density along the river, the rest of it anyway, like this part will probably still be low density to match over here, and do some high density up in here as well, like make everything heading towards this base structure, high density, within reason. I'm not going to go too far beyond the highway for high density. Want to have some suburbia on this side as well. And hope we get to 70k, that's my big goal. If I get to 90k, great, but that's gonna take some work. 90k is, wrong button, 90k is when we unlock monuments. And I'll be able to get the Eden project, which will solve all the pollution related stuff and raise the land values a ton, which will hopefully lead to us seeing some very interesting buildings. And I haven't seen it yet with the European tile set, so hopefully these do spring up a little bit, because I'd like to have something neat to look at besides the tourist zone, which has dead people in it. Vacation to die for, haha. Anyway, let's see, that was a 6-laner with trees. Sometime this time I should try to at least work out bus lanes somewhere. Not that I super need to though. I mean, in theory, if I solve the traffic problem, buses will still be able to move, and I won't really need bus lanes. I'm gonna have the main road a little curvy here. Something like that. It'll eventually join up to the highway up here. And then there's this 2-laner over yonder. This can be more straight. I think... I think I'd only want to put industry along here still. Try to minimize the amount I have and keep a lot of it right by the highway, so they don't have to use anything like this, which is also used by all the people trying to get to work. That seems like a reasonable plan. This can all be the usual offices and residences and other good happy stuff. Now, let's see. I think this is going to be a park kind of road here. And I think over here too, so I'm going to curve this road. Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable. Because I don't want to build right up next to the road like I've been doing down here. Just trying to save some of the noise pollution hassle, so I get fewer things like this. These unhappy people here. That's mostly because they're right next to commercial as well, which you have to be careful about. Commercial's area will probably be like right in here. Maybe that'll be more nightlife along the train tracks. And I'm toying with the idea of passenger trains, just maybe like one line, so the tracks don't get completely overloaded. Anyway, let's keep going with this. And actually, I do think I'm going to want to get rid of some of these here. At least get another 2-lane road down there. Yeah. And let's have it actually curve around. Meet up? Yeah. And maybe this can keep going that way then. That way they have another way to get to the main road. So it looks kind of like down here. Have this main road here and then the branches off that way. You'll notice that traffic down there is very nice. So let's try to make the rest of the city equally nice. Okay, that's good. Just trying to get the spacing right here. While I'm doing this, just gonna talk about a couple of things I've been up to with the channel. One is, I'll talk Endless Legend a bit now. I was going to do it before, but save it for Endless Legend, but ended up not, so here's what's going on. Since I upgraded to the fancier graphics card, I've encountered a unfortunate glitch. Basically, it crashes every time I zoom out to view the full map. When it reaches a point where it starts trying to draw in lower detail, that's what causes the crash. And I'm not sure what causes this, unfortunately. And I did submit a bug report. I've been waiting on a response for the past few weeks to no avail. But there is hope. There is a patch coming out on the 17th or the 19th. I already forget which. Either way though, it's adding a bunch of little things, and there's going to be some little mini DLCs with like more soundtrack options and more minor faction related quests, so hell yeah, I'm getting that. And they're adding mod support too as a free update, which is pretty awesome. But my big thing, too many intersections on that road. My big thing is, will it fix it? Well, that little patch they're doing just so happened to fix my glitch. If it does, I'll be incredibly happy. Either way, I don't want to do tutorial-y stuff and potentially have to change or update a lot of things due to the updates, so I'm waiting on that for that reason too. Part of it too is like, I'm not sure how to write some of it yet. Like, I'm trying to figure out, okay, how do I do tech tree related stuff? I can't just rank certain texts or always say get this one because, well, things change. But I think I have an idea of how I'm going to do that, and things regarding minor factions, stuff like that. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm more psyched for it now. I just hope my game isn't broken when that patch comes out. Yeah, stick it there. That should be good. We're gonna loop this over here. Other news, I have a Steam controller. I haven't tried it with this yet, but I have tried it with Civilization 5, which is pretty much the game that they were advertising when it was being teased, and demonstrated that this is something where it's not controller designed, but you can totally play it on the Steam controller. And yeah, you totally can. It's very comfortable. I had to change a couple things from the default setup. Like I made the right trackpad a clickable mouse instead of using the right trigger button for that. But I'm happy with it. Pretty much the only thing I can't figure out how to do with it is like, say, you want to change how much gold you're going to pay for trading a luxury resource, that you still have to manually type in. But I'd say otherwise fully functional as far as computery stuff goes, which is awesome. Before we continue with this, we're going to label district, because I want them to have the nightlife buildings in here. So I've only really done the Steam controller with Civ 5 so far, and I've done it with Undertale. Undertale, by the way, being an amazing game. I'm not going to talk about it on stream because you have to play, well, not streaming, but YouTube, you know what I mean. But anyway, you have to play and see it for yourself. It is amazing. And I would highly recommend not spoiling any of it, but honestly, even if you do spoil it, there's so many different little changes that occur that you'd have to really put a lot of effort into spoiling it in order to see absolutely everything that could possibly happen. It's an amazing game. Not gonna go too close to the on-ramps there. Yeah, along here, this can be... Actually, I should probably do offices closer to the highway. They can get a bit closer to it. Yeah, that looks good. This can be a nice little square of offices too. And same along here. Okay. Oh, splendid. So, yeah, that's pretty much most gaming relevant parts of my life right now. Other stuff going on too, but I don't really care about it to talk about in a YouTube video. Not that it's all bad stuff, of course, I'm just somebody that keeps to themselves, as you probably noticed. On the subject of streaming, with that earlier slip up, I really do want to, and I think I said this before, I think I would enjoy it more. Because I can actually talk to people instead of just thinking of things to talk to myself about. But currently the setup still doesn't really allow for it, so we'll see. I might tinker with it eventually anyway, just cause. Every time I say that though, I keep thinking of things that might possibly go wrong with it, so... Things to consider. I'm one of those people that wouldn't really do it even if like one little thing goes wrong, because it would just annoy me. Because I just want to have everything working correctly from the start and not have to worry about it in the middle of it. Because then it wouldn't really be fun. Ah yes, before I go too crazy with the zones here, I should get some services. We need schools, because school is cool. This covers... I'm going to need 2 of them anyway, so... And here, oh that looks good. How about high school? High school, how are you today? Will it fit? I really don't like how the European high schools are gigantic. That works. And can I get a university over here? Can this fit? This can go along the main road, that's no biggie. How am I going to get power over there though? I think having some stores wouldn't hurt. Put the tree barrier on this side instead. Or even just do some offices. Oh, this whole thing's zoned for nightlife actually, so these are going to turn into nightclubs across from the college. It's fitting. Kind of. Not quite as nice as Catnip Pottery downtown though. Let's see, we need fire protection, it can go there. Let's see, whoop whoop, it can... That really should go along the main road. Hospital... Put it next to university, it's a medical school. Covers most of it except up there, I can worry about that later. And cemetery... That can... go here. I'm gonna need another one. Okay, there. And that should be that for cemeteries, because I think I would have enough to get that one unlockable building. In here. Which one is it? This one, the theater. Which, this strikes me as weird. Fill 5 instances of a cemetery to unlock a theater. The plays are to die for too? I don't know. Hypermarket, it's noisy, it's awesome. It's gonna go and the commercial zone next to the school, which is convenient actually. You do the grocery shopping after, or they can't really do grocery shopping after work and then pick up the kids. But it's like you pick up the kids, then you do the grocery shopping, you pick up something for dinner, then you go home. Life is good because you can probably just walk that whole thing. And hopefully walk too, because your offices are one of these buildings over here. Let's fill... Let's actually do some more offices over here, just because I feel weird putting the nightlife buildings right next to the school. There. And this loop-de-loop can get it started. Don't want to zone the whole thing yet, because though we have high demand, it's not going to stay that high. They can go right next to the trains too. They don't mind. They don't care. Oh, we can get over here a little bit. And let's just let it build for a little bit. Oh, well, we can get... No, let's do another hospital, just so the whole thing's covered. Like... yeah, there along the main road. Do we have anything... No, I don't have anything zoned there yet, so let's get some more gerbs. Then we'll get this zoned with residential as well. Oh, this is looking very nice. Belmont Hills, we need to rename this. Jaspaw. Jaspaw Plains, yes. Keeping with the gem theme on this side of it. I thought of that part of the pun, or the actual pun beforehand. Gonna need to probably repeat a few things, like there's usually some different things called hills or village. You know what, let's just rename that instead of plains, because it's not really going to be plains, because I'm building on it. Jaspaw Village, yay! So I can have a couple things labeled village around here, or town. And I won't feel so bad. And I need more gem puns, because it's probably only going to be this part that's labeled Jaspaw Village. Over here, this area bounded by the railroad will probably be something else. And I still think Kibblefield should expand over the highway a little bit, like get this road here, curving around, over. I should get another highway crossing over here too. It looks okay right now, but I am going to want to keep an eye on it. And this is busy again, as per usual. I don't think I want to connect this up here though. They've got the two ways onto the highway. That should be okay. And I am considering the passenger trains, as I mentioned before. Just currently watching the current cargo workload to see how that's going, because I have the 2 cargo stations, yeah. Maybe this playthrough I'll place a dam somewhere. I only really have that river to use. Nah, I'll save that as a treat for next time. Next time will hopefully be when I unlock the rest of the tiles and actually have a spot to build it, because I'd put it up here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it'll be too crazy either, because this is a very steep cliff. Actually, from that alone, I might just not do the dam because it would be kind of boring. Nothing would happen on this map. Demand is lowering. It's starting to rise up again a little bit. Let's fill this up with some more offices. There. Oh, too much. There we go. Fill this up. Oh, can get that little square too. I won't feel bad about that. Just a little bit less park there. And while we're thinking of it, yeah, we can't see at night. But we have these nice conifers here. And we have a tree brush. Going to paint some trees in. And let's see. Let's get some of these as well. Oh, okay, that looks nice. That should help with some noise pollution. We'll get some in here as well. And all the trees over here are going to be sick and dying until I get the Eden project because of all the stinky pollution. But this will hopefully stave off some of the noise pollution problems. So we'll see how this goes. And I'm going to pause the video for a minute or two, take a break. Going to try to drink some water in between these things so I'm not all gurgly at the end.